That's why some of us only shout off certain sermons where God tells us we're going to get a miracle and God tells us we're going to get more money. But I don't know about you. I don't need to be entertained. I don't need to be sensationalized. I need God to deal with me. Somebody that got some stuff that you need God to work on, lift your hands and say, Lord, deal with me. Sit. Naaman arrives at Elisha's house with all of his horses and chariots. Knocks on the door. Elisha! I'm here to see you. Elisha! Or Elisha! It's Naaman. Sounds like some of us who come to hear the prophet but don't really want to hear what he has to say. That's why some of us come and we don't respond to what the word is, because we came to the house, but we ain't want to hear what was coming out of the house. Bishop Triplett, I'm here. I'm here to see you. Entertain me. Make me laugh. Make me smile. But Elisha does not extend episcopal courtesy. He does not engage in social hospitality. In fact, he don't even answer the door. All he does is send the word by a messenger. Naaman, I knew you thought the power was in the prophet. I knew you thought I'd be impressed by what you've done, what you have, and how you look. But the power is not in the prophet. The power is in the prophecy. If you want to be healed, go! Wash yourself 7 times in the Jordan, and your flesh will be restored, and you will be clean. Yes, Lord. I dare you give your neighbor a high five and say, neighbor, God's about to get the glory. I didn't hear you preach with me. Can you put your preaching voice on and say, neighbor, God is about to get the glory. The text says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment. The first thing you need to understand is that the trouble you're going through right now is lighter than it looks. I dare somebody give your neighbor a high five and say, neighbor, it's a light trouble. I know it don't feel light, but if it was heavy, then it would have killed you already. But I dare somebody to open up your mouth and shout, I shall not die, but live and declare the work of the Lord. But the text says, and I'm on my way to my seat. It says your light affliction, which is but for a moment. Can you prophesy to your neighbor? Grab them by their hand and say, neighbor, no matter how long the test lasts, it's still only temporary because it has an expiration date. That's why I can shout in the midst of my trouble. That's why I can still lift my hands when my bills ain't paid. That's why I can still give him the glory, because after all you've been through, you're still here. Is there anybody here that can give God and I'm still here praise? The last announcement that I came to tell you is that the weight of your struggle cannot be compared with the weight of God's glory that's coming to you. I dare somebody to give God a praise for your future. I heard the song say that whatever the problem, I put it all in his hands. I know that he can solve them. I put it all in his hands. This or that, this or that, this or that. Put it all in his hands. Grab your neighbor, shake their hand, shake it like you're going to shake it off, and say, neighbor, I will not wait until the battle is over, but I'm going to shout right now, because no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Yeah, and every tongue that rise against you shall be condemned. I dare somebody look at their neighbor one more time and say, neighbor, the glory is coming. You're hurt, but the glory is coming. You're depressed, but the glory is coming. You're confused, but the glory is coming. So I will bless the Lord at all times. And his praise shall be in your mouth. I got a question. Won't he fight your battles? Won't he make a way? Won't he do it? I got to leave you. But somebody, anybody, everybody, give God a glory praise. Yeah. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Glory on my job. Glory at my house. Glory in your school. Glory all around you. Say yes. Say yes. 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 I dare you, touch 7 people and say, give him praise for the glory. Tell him, give him praise for the glory.
He's not just a dreamer, but he's an increaser. Look at somebody, tell him, I am Joseph. I am an increaser. I've been through hell and high water. That's why I've been going through what I've been going through, because God had to let me go real low for a long time, just to show me that he didn't want me to rise to the top fast and then fall down. But look at your neighbor, tell him, neighbor, enjoy the journey. So the next time you see my haters, you better tell them that they should have killed me when they had the chance. They should have wiped me out when I was on the bottom. They should have eliminated you and annihilated you when you were nothing. But I came to tell somebody that we like baby's kids. We don't die, we multiply. Somebody in here needs to understand that you could never come up on top unless God lets you reach the bottom. And so they tried to kill you, but you keep increasing. They tried to destroy your name, but you keep increasing. They tried to shut you down, but you keep increasing. And people want to wonder why you shout the way you do, and why you holler the way you do, and why you praise God the way you do. But I holler, I dance, and I praise God the way that I do, because after all I've been through, I'm still here. Give your neighbor a high five and say, neighbor, you need to give God praise, because greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. I came to talk to some increasers. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, take the limits off. No limits, no boundaries. I see increase all around me. I dare somebody lift your hands and stretch forth, break forth, enlarge my territory.